Welcome to the Feed Your Family Tonight podcast. Do you dread hearing the question, what's for dinner? Whether you spend your days keeping up with toddlers, running kids to after-school activities, or juggling a career and family, getting dinner on the table can be a struggle for us all. I'm Mariefiebach, a business owner, wife, and mom of 4. I'm on a mission to build stronger families one dinner at a time, and I'm here with tips, tricks, and inspiration you need to feed your family tonight. Hello, friends. Welcome to the Feed Your Family Tonight podcast, episode 178. I'm your host, Mariefiebach. I am so happy to be here with you today. Today, we're doing something a little bit different, and I am just going to be giving you a bit of a personal update. Today is a yellow episode. Yellow is usually when I'm doing on-air coaching, but I also sometimes throw in some personal updates on the yellow episodes, and that's kind of what you're going to get today. A little bit about what's been happening in my life and how it has affected feeding my family. So just to give you guys a little bit of background, I started a full-time work outside of the home job at the end of February. So it has been right at 4 weeks, and it has been a big change in our house. I have not worked outside of the home full-time since before my 19-year-old son was born. And I've had, part-time jobs here and there, and then have run Feed Your Family Tonight, which I done from home, which had a lot of flexibility, and it was good. For the past, 8, 12 months, I knew something was going to be changing, something with my business, something with my jobs. I didn't know. I'd been saying for months that if the right day job landed in my lap, I'd take it. And that's kind of what happened in January. One day I was walking into Target getting my new glasses, bumped into a friend, and 3 weeks later and 4 interviews, I had accepted a full-time position working for a local nonprofit. It's a really lovely nonprofit. It's a great fit for me, using a lot of my old experience when I worked selling cemetery plots, which is kind of a interesting job few people have done. But I'm really excited about my job. But it has been a big transition in my home. I did a couple of things to kind of set myself up, which was I took 2 weeks to kind of get my house in order. So after I accepted the job, I didn't start for a couple of weeks, and I did some things to get things ready, knowing that anytime you start a new job, that is one of the most stressful things that you can do. Add to that the fact that my husband is in one of the most stressful times of his job ever. He has been working 7 days a week for the past few weeks. And then before that, working 6 days a week and lots of overtime. He has been so busy at his particular job. And then I am starting a full-time job, which means this is a big shock to our family system. And I knew that. So I did a deep dive grocery shopping trip. It was time. It was in February. It was time to do my quarterly deep dive grocery shopping trip. Kind of got my house stocked with items that would help me get through this transition, in addition to kind of some of my regular items. You never get everything done that you wanted to get done in those 2 weeks, but it did set me up. The other thing I did was I got podcasts pre-recorded for a month so that I wouldn't have to worry about doing podcast production. And I stepped down from doing television for a while. That had kind of slowed down to once a month anyway, because I was not allowed back in the studio because of COVID again. And so it was really hard to do those from home, do them live from home. When I was pre-recording them, it wasn't so bad, but doing them live from home was a lot of work for me. And so I'd kind of slowed that down to once a month. And so as I see, my heart was getting ready for this transition anyway. So I took 2 weeks to prepare and kind of get my household set up as much as possible. I knew that the change would be stressful, but I had no idea how stressful it was going to be. Friends, when I talk about managing your energy when you're looking at what you're going to put on your meal plan, my first week, I had my meal plan ready and I had crazy simple meals. And that week, I know at least twice I hit backup meals. I know I pulled out a bag of chicken nuggets one night, and another night my mom had given me a gift card to go get pizza. She goes, you're going to need a backup one day. And so I used it to go get pizza one night. And I have to tell you that if you have a friend that's going to be starting a new job and you're kind of wanting to support them, a gift card to get some takeout, even though, again, backup meals are faster. I talk about that, but can be such a wonderful thing. And it was just so nice to be able to lean on that and be able to order takeout one night during my first week of work. My sister-in-law last week asked me, how it was going and how the transition was going. And I told her, I said, there were two things that were pretty smooth. I mean, it wasn't without its bumps, but two things that were pretty smooth. The first one was getting ready and getting out the door. And the second one was getting dinner on the table. Getting ready and getting out the door has been pretty smooth for me. I just had to move up my wake up time about 20 minutes, shower and get ready. And my girls have had to get out the door a little bit sooner, which actually was really good for them because they were in the habit of waiting until the absolute last minute to go out the door to get to school. We have this lovely advantage of being 2 minutes from school, which is great, but it also means that you can run late a lot. So that has been smooth. And getting dinner on the table has been smooth. Now, I've had to lean on some backup meals, but you guys, the stuff that I teach works. I know you might be rolling your eyes, but this new job has had me digging deep, and I've really had to practice the things that I teach. My meal plan, my backup plan, and the big thing is prep has saved me so much these past few weeks. One of the biggest things that has really made getting dinner on the table doable for me when I walk in the door is, first of all, my aprons. I talk about that all the time, where start getting something cooked before you change out of your work clothes. Put on an apron so you don't get your clothes dirty, but start getting food on the table, and that just gets that momentum going so that you don't go to your bedroom and change your clothes and then you get on your phone and you scroll Instagram and 30 minutes later you go down and start dinner. If you can get dinner started, you're going to save yourself so much time and your evening's going to go better. But then the other thing is prep. On that free weekly meal planning sheet at feedyourfamilytonight.com/plan, there is a space for prep. And I am not talking lots of prep. I'm talking really small, tiny tasks. The biggest thing that I have really been diligent about is taking my meat out of the freezer 1 to 2 days before I need it. And that small little act of thawing the meat can save me 15, 20 minutes in dinner cooking time because it's already thawed. I have to admit, when I was working from home mainly, I would in the afternoon go and take meat out of the freezer and use the cold thaw method in some water, or I would even quick thaw in the microwave. But because I knew that I wasn't going to be in the house during that time, I had to diligently make sure that I was thawing my meat the day before, and that has made a gigantic difference in getting dinner on the table. So getting out the door and getting dinner on the table has been relatively smooth. But do you know what's been really hard for me? It's grocery shopping. I would do calendar with my husband on Sunday, and then I would meal plan on Monday, and then I would usually grocery shop on Monday or Tuesday, depending upon whether or not I had the ingredients for Monday night's dinner in the house. Now, we're still doing calendar on Sunday, and then I'm trying to meal plan for the week and then do my grocery shopping, and I'm trying to do it all on Sundays. And I honestly really don't like grocery shopping on Sundays. The grocery stores are packed. I feel like it's often picked over. They're often not getting their good shipments on Sundays. And so the past 2 times I've been to Aldi, they haven't had romaine lettuce, and my family eats like 3 heads of romaine lettuce a day. And so we eat an entire bag of romaine hearts almost every day. And so I've had to adjust the kind of lettuce that I'm buying because I'm shopping on Sundays rather on the week. My meal plans have made it so that I can really do all my grocery shopping on Sunday. And that has been amazing because I can get my meal plan set and I know exactly the groceries I need to buy. But the actual shopping on Sunday I find exhausting, and I don't really have a good solution for it. So I'm all ears. Those of you who are working outside of the home, how are you doing your grocery shopping and when are you doing your grocery shopping? My daughter pulls ClickList for our local Kroger, and I know I could have her get my groceries on the day that she is working, but I just like Aldi so much. And there isn't a really good grocery pickup option for Aldi in my area. I could do Instacart, but by the time I do Instacart, then I'm paying so much extra that I'm not doing any of the Aldi savings, and I might as well just go and get it from ClickList. So that hasn't really figured it out. So I want to know, we're going to talk in the Feed Your Family Tonight Facebook group about grocery shopping, when you do it, your best tips for grocery shopping, and if you are working full-time outside of the home. I want to know when you're doing your grocery shopping and how you're getting it done. Overall, choosing to do this job has been a positive choice for our family. It has been good. I like my work. Getting dinner on the table hasn't been so bad. Grocery shopping's been a bit of a challenge. So kind of wanted to just give you guys an update, let you know where we're at. Next week, we'll be back to kind of regular Feed Your Family Tonight programming. For now, friends, I hope you are doing well. Take care.